What an honor to have here with me on the blue carpet, not red, blue, Shenhan here, tasting a little bit of Brazil. How fan are you of the Brazilian culture?
Well, the first time I went to Brazil was in São Paulo for the first comic conventions. I was doing a TV series for Netflix called Marco Polo, and I fell in love with the country. It was so fantastic, and people are so passionate. The food is it's great, and I love the movies too.
You like the movies too? Yeah. And how did you end up at the Los Angeles Brazilian Film Festival?
Well, I know one of your organizers, and she was so kind to invite me. And I actually just got off a plane, 20 hours, and I'm very jet lagged. So
doesn't look like.
So I'm gonna have to talk to you very briefly before I.
Don't, because it's not every day we have a Hollywood superstar on our red carpet. So please, I know it's so hard to describe that, but when you are doing all the movies you do and people would like to get where you got, what would advice you would give to the actors that are starting and say, oh, I wish I was like him. I would like to be there and do all the roles and all the characters and make it to Hollywood?
I think stories are very universal, right? Love, loss, romance, horror. I mean, it's universal. So I think as long as you have a passion for telling stories, you should pursue your dreams. I come from Singapore, which is much smaller than Brazil, so I would think any Brazilian actors would be very welcome here with their own talents and their own stories.
If I would ask you to, because you have done so many roles in Hollywood and all the big movies and stuff, and it's so hard for a regular actor to get what you got, would you be able to pick, say, hey, Marco Polo was the most impactful, outstanding role that I did? Like, what was your, I remember this role and I think I will never forget when I did this?
My last role is always that role, but
Really?
But I have to say, back in 2007, I did a movie called The Dark Knight.
Of course.
I think that movie.
I was there, by the way. I don't know if I interviewed you, but I was there.
Oh, right. In New
Yes.
York? Were you
No, I was here in LA for the premiere. So that was your.
My first Hollywood movie, but I've acted in Asia a lot before then. But that was a movie that changed my life. You know, I mean, I think Christopher Nolan, Heath Ledger, Christian Bale. Those are people that you can only dream about working with.
Right?
So
You broke to Hollywood. Well, on our behalf, thank you so much for coming. We're so honored to have you here. All right?